All right, so I am out in Pescadero with MAURA and Carol, some painting buddies, and this is a new location for me. And a lot of neat buildings and stuff, so I'm just kind of deciding what to do. So I've got the Anderson easel today, and I'm going to try to do this 14 by 28, and I'm going to make something of this view right here. I want to do the barn, and I like how the road goes off into the distance. I'm gonna have to figure out something at the end there, just because I don't want the road just to lead into like a shrub and then that's the end of it. So I might put a dip or something in the trees in the distance, not sure. Nice day.
I know, gorgeous.
Oh, it's so wonderful when you get a day like this in the middle of the winter.
Oh, yeah. It's like a gift. Well, they are going to move, but they're waiting because the agencies have cleared for us to move.
Okay, so here's the compositional idea. I like these buildings here. Also too, there's going to be a vanishing point heading off in this direction. I've decided what I think I'll do is I'll just create a little dip in the shrubs in the back. And I'm going to try to create some interesting shadows on the ground as well. There's this nice tree right here, so I'm going to work with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, this was 15 minutes, you know.
So you did a little 15-minute study?
I did a little one, yeah.
That's awesome.
I love the little ones. Sometimes I like them better than the big ones.
And what is that, like 2.5 or 3 inch by 3 inch?
I think it's 3 by 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so I've kind of mapped out the darks, and as you can see, I'm sort of moving things around. I put a pile of junk right here to replace these dumpsters, and I used some piles of junk I found, or I can see in the distance. I didn't want there to be a straight line across the bottom of this barn. So yeah, I'll put some sort of pile of wood or something there. I'm gonna try to have the light lead the eye back. So that's the plan. Okay, so here's what I've got so far, and I like this light pattern leading off, kind of creating like a trail off into the distance, and I may break it up a little bit in this area. There are a lot of nice greens in these trees, and I want to start putting some warm greens in this area, but I don't want to do too much more because I just don't want to overwork it. I might tune up the windows a little bit. Okay, burrito time. resurrecting the burrito review. So I don't want to upset anybody, but right now it's probably 68 degrees, light breeze. I think this weather is better than summer weather. I don't even know what that taqueria is called, but if you're in Pescadero, go to the gas station, get yourself a burrito. Maura brought a bag of goodies for Carol and I. Some kind of, I think they're from Germany, chocolate bars, and I still have some coffee. So coffee, some sort of fancy cookie, a chocolate covered ginger snap, or I'm not even sure. Or like gingerbread. That's what it is. Chocolate covered gingerbread. Pretty nice. Thanks, Maura. Alright, so this is where I stopped, and I'm just going to live with it for a while. As I mentioned, I didn't want to overwork it. A lot of times in the field things seem really loose, and you get it home, you put it in a frame, and it's fine. There are some areas here, like, you know, where the panel's showing through that would have to be cleaned up before showing this piece. But I do like the spontaneity and the energy, and yeah, there's a lot of loose brushwork over here. But the key things I go for, as you guys know, composition and a feeling of light. And I do like the arrangement of shapes, and I do think there's a convincing feeling of light. I had to darken the sky to make the light on the top of the roof pop, and also to make this seem really bright right here, the sunlight on the wall. At first I had the sky quite a bit lighter, but as you know, you paint your lights with your darks. I couldn't go much lighter than, you know, I had white on here, which mixed a little bit with the burnt sienna, and it had a touch of yellow in it too. I can't go any lighter than that, so if I want there to be a strong contrast between the sky and the roof to create that feeling of light, then I've got to darken the sky. So it's this delicate balance, but I think it worked out. One thing that I liked is on the shadow side of this building, actually of both of these buildings, there was a lot of phthalo in it. So it's kind of a blue-green, whereas a lot of times, you know, the shadow side of a white building will be blue, you know, maybe more of an ultramarine or whatever, but, you know, reflecting the sky. But here, because there was grass reflecting too, I'm assuming, there's grass below this building too, you know, that reflected green off of the grass creates kind of a blue-green color, which I really like. It's really cool. All right, so I had a great time painting with Carol and Maura, and I think we all really enjoyed that location. It was really quiet, lots of compositional opportunities, lots to choose from. So we agreed we're going to return there sometime soon. Looks like we're going to get some rain, but after that, after it clears up, we'll get back over there. Carol was talking about bringing a larger panel next time, and I'm glad that I went with the 14 by 28 as opposed to my usual 11 by 22 panorama. For many years the 11 by 22 was my, you know, panorama that I paint on site, but it would have been too small. I think I would have been frustrated and felt restricted. So the 11 by or the 14 by 28 was a good call. What else? Definitely check out MAURA CARTA and Carole Rafferty on Instagram. I will link their Instagram and their websites in the description below, so be sure to check them out. Brief history on how I met them. Maura and I both show at Studio Gallery, so we met there and talked about plein air painting at some point. And it turned out that we were both friends with Carol, and I've known Carol for 17 years. I at least met her in an art class when I first got started up at a junior college here in town. So it was great to get together with them. It's always inspiring and exciting to paint with other painters. So yeah, this is a good time, and we're going to do it again soon. So as usual, this video is made possible by the support I get on Patreon. I have a bunch of other videos on Patreon. There's a link down below, and like I said, it helps support the channel, keeps me making these videos. So check that out, and other than that, stay creative, and I'll see you guys in the next video.